Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wildcard round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Cardinals going up against the Seahawks. What a surprise here. There's rain in Seattle as we're off to CenturyLink Field to link up with our broadcast team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, no trip to the north. And we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Brandon Williams, a big tackle, gets him down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
Wilson, and it's incomplete. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Patrick Peterson is almost an anomaly at cornerback. A big, thick, physical guy who can run with any receiver in the league.
Tempo. Hey, switch gears. Mike 51. Mike, Booker T.
On third down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Oh, now is the punter Johnny Hecker, who in fact grew up just north of here in nearby Bothell. Call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Time with Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Johnson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll drop the throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Watch left. Tight. Watch left. Alert. 90. Alert 3.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
Check. Fresno.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
36 power. Check that. 4 down. 43. Hey, 0.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's got time. He's going to let this one go. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The Wildcat to Johnson. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain, and it's second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line.
Hey.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Third down, 15 yards still needed. Defense showing blitz.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now Wilson on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, 8.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
95, 95. Shift.
On second down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Here we go. Tight right. 14, 26, check 26. Alert. Rush it. Gun. Deuce.
Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now. Over. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Safety's creeping. Here we go now. Oh, Detroit.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They come up in an offset eye. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hurry up, here we go. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54. No, check, Patriot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny United?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age.
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down.
Key the tight end. Get wide.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
3 down. Move 15.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped upright. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Wilson on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll be third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Shift together here from the D-line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wilson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Shreds the tackle. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. So out now come the Cardinals. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
All right, here we go. Green, throw it over.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. So we come upon halftime here. Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
Watch 14. Watch 14.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw, and Anderson's got it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Play clock winding down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Eight yards still remaining here on third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's third down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
All right, move 15. 19. Under crush. Motion. Gun. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
third down. Wilson. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey. Got three. Alert. Switch.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson finding time. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Kareem Martin in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Johnson on the counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people called an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
One receiver left, two to the right.
Let's go.
Three receivers in the game, bunched to the right.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Hey, here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Arizona first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw here. That one complete to Anderson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. To throw it here. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
I remember being taught that cliches had become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now that they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Tight,
3 down.
Move the team.
Check 43.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit.
In motion left goes a tight end. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Leopard. Good. Watch him now, Barney.
They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go.
The play clock's running down.
Over.
Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. They're going to look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here's Drew Butler now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Play clock winding down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot
position.
more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Way to go, guys. Hey, alert, 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 alert. No, off.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. To throw is Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
3 down. Gun. Motion.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They come up in an offset arm. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Detroit! Check 99! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit now! Detroit! 39! Gun! 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 Safety's creeping. All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Again, it's Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here's Drew Butler now. He's been terrific so far. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's Drew Butler now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Surveying the field, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Hey, big ground right here.
Check. Check.
Right.
Back to throw. He's got under pressure. They got him again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. He said they were poised to make a deep run in the playoffs this season, and it's off to a terrific start with a win here.
And once you get to the 2nd round of the playoffs, your goals have been met in a big way, and now you can start to think even bigger.